Hi, everybody. Every time I go to the audio, I don't actually see it.
We should be.
Yeah, we are. Every time we switch, the audio goes all the way to the bottom, so I don't have a verification if we're muted or not. But hi, guys. Welcome to... breathing is hard right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sacred Worlds. Divine and Conquer Sacred World. This is a 5e game based in the Pathfinder Inner Seas, using the Greyhawk Pancake, a little bit of Taldor, a little bit of Ravnica, a little bit of Innistrad, and then whatever else we can steal from people. But, I mean, what? It's kind of the truth.
No, they're getting inspiration from you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes it feels like that. Looking at you, Matt. And I'm gonna call
He's gonna post that on Twitter now.
Yeah, no. I don't need a hair war at the moment.
You just called him out.
So, if you haven't seen last game, there was a bit of tragedy.
Triple.
Yeah, we lost
you face the
an angel, we lost a barbarian, and we lost our drow. So we're going to just for a little bit of explanation how the game's going to run today. We're going to be going a little bit back and forth in time in what I think is the best formatic way for the audience to see it, and then reunite with all the characters by a specific time frame.
Yes, we're gonna Back to the Future this.
We're gonna Back to the Future this. But before we do that, let's thank our friends first.
Who's friends?
Talon and Cole is one of our friends, and they have these amazing Diane screens and these amazing Das bolts, and then they also have single ones. They also have I'm just putting that down gently. They also have some dice trays, and this is cool. If you guys use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off. And there's also our friend Lynn, who does amazing artwork. If you were watching...
Now,
yes?
if I get an announcement on that.
Yeah.
She's doing a flash mission right now, so if you go contact her right now on Facebook or on Twitter or just email her, she's doing $20 bus commissions right now. So go get your character made, guys.
Oh, well, I just got notice that our flag doesn't work. So, for the sake of this, we'll have our holy book being shot. Flag doesn't work. I'll fix that in a minute. I'll try to fix it in a minute. It won't be done. But if you, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Her Patreon's down below. Also, we are going to be doing Extra Life on November 1st at 8 p.m. We're going to start with the regular game, 24 hours of RPGing and board games, card games. All the link for that is down below. If you want to start donating now, you can. And we also have one of our games that we're going to be doing is Dungeons and Doggos, and we have some.
I got my shirt.
Oh, look at that shirt! We have some Dungeons and Doggos shirts on our merch page. If you go and purchase one of those, the money that we make for the shirts are going to go into the Extra Life. What other thing? Oh,
Bork. October
30th, on that Wednesday, we're going to be having a special, instead of our Hogwarts Prep D&D game, we're going to have a special Stranger Things one-shot. So, that's gonna be cool. Yeah. And if anyone here wants to join that game, you're totally more than welcome to. But yeah, we're gonna do a Stranger Things one-shot.
On a Wednesday, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be on a Wednesday, because it's gonna be the same time as the Harry Potter game. But to not spoiler our new people, and to honor our fallen, let's play that motherfucking intro.
Unmuting.
Okay, well there we go. Did the flag work?
No.
It's still not working? Give me 10 doggone seconds.
Uno, dos, tres,
There you go.
cuatro. Wow.
Okay. I
That's
didn't program
magic.
it to the board. That's why. Sorry.
Yes.
OBS is we're still fine tuning the little details because for some reason XSplit is not working with us anymore. But that is not your problem. That is my problem. And we should do as soon as the video. I mean the. There we go.
When it freaking plays.
Yes, so we'll freaking play. But a little bit of recap.
Mm-hmm.
So last game, you guys were entering the Tower of the Orange Tyrant, a beholder by the name of Xxus, finding it deep within the lower dark. Seeing an outer tower having, or maybe even mocking similar to a tower that you guys have been in before in Tabatha, a tower that had captured Oria. Or maybe this tower's mimicking that one, or maybe that tower's mimicking this one. We quite don't know at the moment. But exploring the 4 floors of the tower, you notice that the rooms were set up very similarly to those in the other counterpart, except for one thing, a obelisk with an orb that one showed this exact location that you were in almost an infinite loop. The other one showed a fish tank within the Queen's chambers of Tabatha. The third one showed the tower that actually was falling apart and still pieces of that tower floating in air. And then the last floor showed the experimental laboratory of the Aboleth that wanted to become a god, using, from what we discovered, angelic properties. Well, going further down, you guys discovered, fell upon a couple of multi-section traps, one after another, in succession, and fought a goblin mob and a couple of ogres. They were the slaves of this beholder. Taking them down, seeing the multiple straight tunnels going completely upward, you guys climbed up, fought the Tyrant. Won, but we did lose a couple of people. We lost Raj, the Loxodon we were trying to desperately save, as he turned to ash by one of his rays. We also lost Senvin, who was hit by a death ray. That was morning. We also lost Ariell and Reefer, who were petrified, as Ariell fell 70 feet down and shattered into stone. So with the fight won, and the beholder refusing to die, using his world-bending unregistered abilities, it started coming back as a death tyrant. As these red eyes attached to nothing, these beams of just pure energy, and the skull of what once was a beholder started appearing. You guys had minutes to decide what you needed to do, and since the party didn't have the necessary equipment or diamonds to cast any spells to bring anyone back, you guys took what you needed and ran. Oria, Wes, Carabao, Lass, and Sylvia escaped the tower. And that is not where we're going to start. We're actually going to start in a mountain above ground. But for that, I kind of sadly and unfortunately need everyone to leave the table or mute yourselves, because all I need is Ronny and Dickie at the table for right now.
I will mute myself.
Okay.
And you get out of here. I will text you guys when it's your time. But just so we are a little bit for who's next up in line, I'm going to talk to these fine gentlemen first, talk about Coleton's new character, and then we'll talk with the survivors. Because we're going to be catching up the timeline as you guys are meeting up. So we have a little bit of explanation on what's happening. But, so I will let you guys know. No none of that.
No sniping.
No sniping.
Swiper, no sniping.
That is the wrong sound effect. What I need is this.
But yeah,
Yeah. So I'll let you guys know in a minute. I'll see you guys in a bit. So we are going to start our adventure a little bit more peaceful than our friends. Maybe fun, at least for you guys. If I can have your characters, your miniatures, please. We will do a full introduction when everyone's here, so you can describe your clothing and everything. And I'll give you little hints here and there for our audience. But it's been a couple of months since you guys have, for individual reasons, been around these mountains. The Drow's reach has spread far. It has conquered one of the mountains and has conquered the neighboring lands around. You guys have heard of a party of adventurers called the Elysian Vagabonds, and ever since they decided to undertake a ruthless task and go into the Underdark, little sections here and there of the Drow's control has been cut off, and it's the Drow that are scheduled above to continue on with this enslavement have lost communication. Which is good, because that means it's easy pickings for you guys. As the mountain has definitely been hiring mercenaries, has definitely needed a little extra hand here and there, and what better time to suit until you find what you need to do in these mountains than be amongst your kin, kill some drow, drink some good ale, and I guess free some people. I mean, that's kind of the back burner, but I mean, it's a good pat in the back. So, for the past 2 months, you guys have been fighting, slowly been teamed up together, and usually the parties are anywhere between 10 to 20 dwarves, but with you two, everyone decided that maybe just 2 or 3 would be enough, as you guys count as more than the typical dwarf. There has been a little bit of robbery competition with another dwarf who also seems to be very capable, who has this odd scorpion-like mechanical creature. But you guys still tend to kill about 1 to 5 drow more per meetup. And you guys are collecting quite a bit of gold, trading it in for booze most of the time, for good food. But it's been good. It's definitely been good. As the drow hold with the mountain is completely eliminated. It's only the forests that are nearby. The human and elven forest that has a settlement that the dwarves tend to protect has been freed recently. The last thing that needs to be is the small little halfling farms that are scattered throughout. As from the scouting party that you guys have had and the intel from the mountains tell you that, good news. One more mission and it looks like we're done. So, with that being said, I need our scout to roll me some survival, as our ranger is currently in the middle of the forest hunting some drow.
16 plus 7, it's 23.
23. You are definitely finding these guys. There is no tree that has been brushed around. Yeah, the easiest trail is that they keep doing the same mistake over and over again. They need to stop hunting nighttime critters, owls and or twilight animals like rabbits. It's too easy of a trail. You know where they're gonna go. They need to hunt something in the daytime. They keep moving at night, and obviously, but it's making your job a little too easy. So as for the next 2 days or so, you guys are moving the party to specifically the narrow path that is where these drow are at. One more survival, please.
All right. Same thing.
Okay. All right.
Do I need
do
I need to write?
No, you're fine.
Good dice.
I have advantage on survival. On that one, hunting drow.
The drow are your favorite enemy. As you wake up especially early, you know that there is not a joy as good as killing the thing that you've been trained to kill and hunt. Your the jitteriness of battle does not let you sleep really, and you wake up a little bit extra early. Maybe you can catch them up before they go to bed or whatnot. So you wake up before anyone else. You go on trekking. You find the footprints. Other than just survival, is there anything specifically that you're doing to track down these drow? Any of your abilities specifically?
First off, I'm doing it stealthily.
Okay.
And then second off, I'm using my perception just to... so I can see, like, where they're at.
Okay, roll perception.
Oh, that's not a good roll. Let's see, that's 9.
9. You're in your favorite terrain, correct?
We're in the forest, aren't we?
Yes, you're in your forest.
Yeah, that's my favorite terrain.
Okay. And the hunting down your favorite enemies, is there a specific thing that it tells you?
That's what I'm looking for,
Look
right?
slightly underneath. Keep your finger going down on your on the page. It will tell you specifically a couple indications about the foot patterns, time, duration.
Here, the epic traveling and survival. Choose one of the favorite. Okay.
So, as you're reading that, I'll explain a little bit.
See bonus.
It's
doubled.
You double your proficiency.
Oh wow!
So instead of 4, it's 8.
So, it's 8. So let me do this again. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 13.
13. Okay. And then just keep reading a little bit down below on those bulletin points because those are very specific and they'll be very useful for future endeavors.
Okay.
But as you are tracking them down, you do notice and count the foot patterns. You start indicating, marking them, and isolating the sizes of the feet. They have passed here the last about 4 hours. And there's about 11 of them. They look to be adult. No children amongst them. The footprints aren't very big, so they're traveling light. And they're sticking to... They usually were sticking to very thick brush and a lot of trees to hopefully cover them. But that hasn't been slowing you down. And you think that they might be getting a little bit desperate since now the patches up ahead are a little bit more open. And you're going to the outer limits of where the dwarf's protection is. So further here is other countries and other territories and other creatures that don't tend to go inside civilization. So at least you know you have them on the run and they are desperate enough. With that information, what do we do?
I have an ability actually.
You do?
That allows me to primal awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use an action to use primal awareness
Okay.
and expend 1 ranger spell slot
Okay.
to basically focus around me. Since I'm in my favorite terrain, it's up to 6 miles.
Alright, so within 6 miles you know the exact pinpoint location where these drow are. You don't know the number of them, but at least you know that they're there. And the good thing is that it's huddled together, so at least within the next 6 miles, maybe it is true. Maybe this is the last mission before you can celebrate. So, what do we do?
I let my traveling companion here know.
So, as you march back, the trail takes you about maybe 10 minutes or so to get back. You see a heavy sleeping dwarf. You have known that sometimes it's pretty much easy just to point where they are and let him do his thing. Doesn't take orders very well, but he's good. He's good with his blade. As you see, the other 2 dwarves that are with you are slowly rolling up a pipe of tobacco, or paper, sorry, for their cigarette, and the other one is starting to brew the coffee of the morning. As you smell the rawness of some bacon that they're about to start frying. What do we do?
I tell them to cut very softly, because I know that they're closer.
Okay.
Guys, they're close. We knock them out right here, right now. We can celebrate.
Finally
We got this.
Alright. I fucking love this.
I'm in for a good time myself.
You know, I think... Are we going to play the game? Who gets the most ears?
I've learned to fucking not try with you two. This is not the fucking competition anymore. As
You all ready?
as you're being awoken again, same dream. In front of you stands a male Durgar crowned, a female elf crowned, a giant crowned, a drow crowned, and a bloody pile. 3 pikes, the orc in one of them with the crown on his head. And as you look at your axe, the gems are still there. Feels good. You almost sense the fight coming, and the smell of the tobacco and the coffee brewing comes second to just the reminiscence of blood that's going to be spilling your blade. As the other two look in, alright,
Well,
follow your lead.
All right, I'm gonna sneak behind. You mind chopping him up front?
Problem at all.
And you mind catching any stragglers or
If
basically
anyone flays
protectors?
your blades, I'll take care of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright. If we're going to stealth, then I need you guys to roll me stealth. Okay, one of our guys got a nat 20.
Jeez.
Still, I have.
That's 16. Plus 8.
And for Orcdeath,
12,
our stealth is actually a disadvantage because of the armor that we have. Yeah.
So
So we roll twice and take the lesser of the two. You're just not slown by any terrain. That's magical.
I take the lesser of the two, which
Yeah.
would be 6.
6? Okay.
Well, because I'm separating to get behind him.
Okay, so you're separating?
Yeah, so I'm alone. So
Okay.
I actually move a little bit faster.
Yes. Yeah,
and
you do.
I can move at a normal pace, and 16 plus 8, so 8,
Okay,
9, 10,
roll me
11, 12,
perception.
14. So 24.
Okay.
Perception is really good now. So that's, God, 26.
As you do
27,
start
20,
moving
29?
around, and you can hear your comrades coming in closer and muttering to themselves, and you definitely hear the heavy footsteps of Orcdeath as he's moving forward. Too eager and not being around them, but y'all four know the drill.
That's actually
As
works for me great.
you start on your perception roll, you do notice that as you kind of start peeking above, the drows start unsheathing their blades and start looking in the direction where your party is coming from, as you have successfully stealthed behind them. So
Good.
as they're coming in this way and noticing your party members and you're behind them, I need us to roll initiative.
Where is my
Tired of
initiative?
this dice.
Else, I get out the.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
plus
that's what
3.
fell. That sucks. I'll get it in a minute.
Okay, 18.
18. Okay, that sounds like it's gonna go first. I need to go to E for elves, and D for dragons. 1 second. Okay. 18. What did Orcdeath get?
Orcdeath got 2.
Plus
Mumrock.
whatever.
Plus what?
It would be your dexterity.
Dexterity was.
Oh, it's
Zero,
dexterity?
So it's just 2 then. Yeah.
Just those 2.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Mumrock goes first, and then it's your dwarven friends,
Then I got a 19 because I forgot it's dex.
and then Orcdeath at the end. So I'm gonna put a board on the field to indicate the drow that are here. As the tree falls.
Not the tree.
Roll the 3. As our friends are coming in, we'll use this bookshelf from this way. But you, my friend,
Yes.
as I lost your mini because it fell, it's coming from behind. So when I do this, I need to actually physically go in here because again, it's not set up properly. Apologize.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm like right here then, right?
yes, you have. You guys are coming from above. In 10 feet, you'd be where the trees are. Roll me perception, Orcdeath, before we proceed further.
3 dice. Same old lousy perception. 8.
8. You have no idea where Mumrock is, and you know that's exactly the best position to be in. All right. So what are we doing?
All right. So anybody look super tough?
To be honest, a lot of them just have really thin, worn-out leather and rapiers or daggers.
2, 3,
Nobody has
4,
any ranged
5,
weapons.
6. All right. So I'm going to sneak up behind this guy right here.
All right, roll yourself.
1,
If
2,
you're gonna
3,
sneak
4,
up,
5,
oh no,
6.
you're in your favorite terrain.
Yeah.
You're not slowed at all. All right, so you
Yeah.
can't sneak up fully. So, roll in perception. I mean, stealth.
Yep, stealth. See, that's
What is their passive?
8. Well, because it's 8 because it's my favorite terrain. So that's
On your favorite terrain, only your intelligence and wisdom and your survival is doubled.
okay. So
Yeah,
that's
so
stealth.
it's very it's very specific on what happens in your terrain
So,
and what did you
Yeah,
get?
I only got 12.
12. Fortunately, they do hear you as you are stepping quite. The second you're behind them, and
Then
something behind you moves of a scatter of a bird,
yeah.
and that's what alerted them. So it knows you're there. But what are we doing? It's your turn.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, you just moved. What are we doing? What's our action?
I am going to use my bonus action first,
Okay.
and I'm going to Hunter's Mark the first
You
guy,
hunted market. All right.
and then I'm going to attack.
All right. Roll me to hit.
All right. So roll my first hit. And what is? Oh, that's on the side. So
It's cocked. Roll again. Yeah.
yeah, roll this one like this. So that's 17 plus 9. That,
Yeah.
pretty
That
much
definitely
hits.
hits. Second attack.
And second attack, I'm going to use Colossal Strike as well since it's been hit.
Okay. Well, it needs to lose damage first.
Oh, it needs to lose damage
Yeah,
first.
So the
okay.
next round you can use Colossal Strike.
So that's 20, dirty 20.
All right, roll me damage.
And
After
then-
this round, you can start using Colossal Strike.
Okay, and that's and it's this right here. So 2d8. So that's
If you're going to, so you attack. Are you going to use your bonus act?
I already used my bonus action.
So
To
you
do
can
Hunter's Mark.
only attack and attack.
Yeah,
You can't do your 3 blades.
I know, but this is for Hunter's Mark.
There we go. Teaching the DM how to play your character.
So that's 10, 11, 21.
21. As you go and you Hunter's Mark it, rapier goes right through. As soon as it turns around, slit its throat, makes no noise. You can move your Hunter's Mark if you like.
Oh, I can?
Since the enemy died.
Okay, then I'll move it to the next closest creature.
All right, which would be this lady right there. All right, so you have 1 kill. If we're keeping track of this,
Okay, I'm
we'll
gonna
have
keep-
1 for you, and then I'll die for you.
Okay.
So that's 1 on you. All right, as soon as you do that, our friends are going to rush in. As you're going to try to give them a little bit of chance here to make... Oh my god, are you serious? An 8 and a 7. As they both charge in with their axes swinging wildly. I mean, you appreciate it, but a little bit of form would be nice.
Enthusiasm is
Yeah.
good. That's about it.
Okay, so as the dwarf, as they technically... Nope, does not notice you. Does not notice you. Does not notice you. As they're gonna get banged up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. These dwarves might not make it out of this one. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna use 1 chip. They're extremely bloody as they charged in. Blade slashing and piercing, going through their leather armor. Definitely a mistake on them going first. But now it's Orcdeath's turn. What do we do?
Joining the fray.
All right. So we move our character up.
Right there. He's coming right to the first one. He's coming.
Okay.
So he's got 2 attacks with his axe, correct?
Yes. Yes, he does.
And that would be...
I believe
plus 8?
Yes, you're +8 for each one. As you see him run up with his great axe.
20 and 10.
Oh, so you rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that
I
one.
have to do it one at a time.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Unfortunately, that one does the 10 misses.
All right.
Yep, the 10 misses. Unfortunately. So you hit with 1 as you rush in. Unless you want to do anything else, but for that you only hit with 1.
Right. So I gotta do 1 12-sided dice
Yes.
plus 4.
And if you roll a 1 or a 2, you can reroll.
It's a 12.
12. That by itself, as soon as you want, and you try to swing it the second time, and it just just dies. It does not.
He does it for style. He swings and goes around his back.
Oh, there we go. There we go. As that happens, and that is one death for you.
For me.
One for you. One for you. All right, our game is being played. All right, so Mumrock, what are we doing?
Okay, so since they don't notice me, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna sneak up right behind this guy.
Okay.
And slash.
All right. Roll me 3 attacks.
Oh, he doesn't notice me. Nice. So that is an 18.
18 hits.
All right.
It's a D12.
Oh, that's a D12. What's a long dice? 26.
That hits.
And 27.
That hits. It helps that you're hunting down your favorite creatures in your favorite terrain.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so that's okay. Gosh, man. So that's 1, 2, and of course he's a colossal strike on the last hit. Make sure this guy really dies.
Okay.
And he's Hunter's Mark, so that's
It's a D6 as well.
it's a D6. So that's and then that's a D6 as well. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's
You can safely say he's dead.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28.
28. As soon as you go, stick, slit throat. That's 2.
And I'm moving my Hunter's Mark to the next guy.
Okay. I'm gonna move it to the closest one to you. Alrighty.
Oh, not that guy right here?
Sure, yeah, that one. I apologize. As the orcs, the dwarves go, and they do manage to hit, as this one is bloodied from the impact of the axes and hammers hitting against them. But now is the drow's turn. As this one goes to you, this one goes to you, these go to here. And with the fall of this one, moves this way, moves this way.
Also, they know I'm there now, huh?
The other one. So, we're going to get 2 attacks. Mumrock first. Natural 20, confirming it, does not. So, does a 17 hit your AC?
Did the first one hit?
First one was a nat 20.
Yeah, so second one misses. Multi-attack.
What is multi? What do you? What
did
are
they? Oh, there was one attack, one person, one attack to the second person.
These both are attacking you.
Okay, so
One got a nat 20, but gets nullified because of your armor. The
Yeah.
second one got a 17.
okay, yeah, and then they both hit. I thought the one was doing like 2 attacks.
No. So, that total is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of slashing damage as they're throwing their short swords at you. Now we're going to Orcdeath. 18 and a 10. I believe the 18 is the only one that
I
hits.
think so. I
I
guess.
think your AC is 17, I believe, if I remember correctly.
AC 17.
So you take 3 points of slashing damage. As 2 of them try to hit you, you block off one with your axe, and the other one just barely manages to give you a graze. As let's see if our other comrades fare. And with a nat 20.
Damn.
All right. As one of our comrades has fallen, as they just start getting overwhelmed by them. Maybe they should have waited for you. All right, Orcdeath, what are we doing?
And he's got 2 of them, so he's gonna strike 1 each.
Okay, all right.
So first one, 7 plus 8, 15.
15 hits.
11.
11.
4 plus.
Yeah,
No,
that
12. 4 plus 8 is 12.
12 hits. All right.
So that's 12. That's 12-sided dice on each one.
Mm-hmm.
The first one receives 5 plus 4, 9 points.
9 points. It's bloodied.
And the second one receives 1 plus 4, 5 points.
Okay. This young lady is bloodied. The other one, I need to write down and keep track of this. Okay. As you go, are you only doing number 10? No action surges, no anything special?
Maneuver?
Yeah. I mean, if you would like, you can always do a maneuver.
Tripping.
Tripping.
Trip one down.
Okay. Versus your. Okay. That is an 11.
So.
Does it meet your DC? Which your DC would be 10 plus your strength.
10 plus strength is 15.
Plus your
Plus
proficiency.
13. Huh?
Plus your proficiency, so plus 4 on top of that.
Plus 4.
Okay.
So it's,
She is tripped. As you do, right on her back.
It's nice. I like the trip move.
And since you did a maneuver, it does a D8 of damage as well.
how much damage?
1d8, 1 die 8.
1/8.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, actually, no, apologize. Now they're D10s because of your level.
That's right. 7.
That is
Plus straight.
Just
No.
the die, but
7.
she's gone. So we're at 2 and 2.
Nice.
Alrighty. Mumrock, what are we doing?
I am going to, since I got 2 guys, alright, I'm going to strike, and then I'll see who's dead and use my bonus action to strike.
Okay.
So, that's 9, 10, 11, that's 9, 10, 22.
22 hits. Second attack.
Second attack is going to be 27? No, 25.
That hits.
And then, so I'm attacking this one, and then, can I roll damage and then do bonus attack?
Sure.
Or no?
Sure. You can.
I can?
Yeah.
Alright, so, first one is 8 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the first one.
Okay.
And
Bam.
the second one is 11 on the second one.
That one is not quite dead, but extremely bloodied.
And then bonus attack with
Okay.
my short sword. And that got stuck. So 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 just hits. Roll me damage.
Alright, that's a d6. And that's 1 plus 4, so it's 5.
That's just enough to kill it. Alright. So, we're at 4 at the end. As you go, swing with your rapier, slash with your sword, and then deal one. As you're waiting to see if she falls or not, slash again.
Since I haven't moved, I'm going to go ahead and... they're all facing that way, right?
Yeah, at the current moment, yes.
So I'm just going to stealth behind the next one and move my hunter's mark to that person right there.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, we go to the dwarves.
1 dwarf.
1 dwarf, so I only need 1 die. As it... This one's bloody. It hits that one, for sure, with its hammer. That's all I can do for that round. We'll give him a die too. We'll give him a 1.
Give him a 1.
We'll give him a 1.
Took
Alright.
mine.
Orcdeath. What are we doing?
Going after that one still standing.
Okay.
Going 2 times at it.
Okay.
God damn. 6 plus 8, 14.
14 hits. Run down.
10 plus 8, 18.
Okay.
So that's 2 10-sided dice.
12.
2 12-sided
Yeah,
dice
and
plus...
unless you're going to use a maneuver or anything, then or an action surge to give yourself another action.
Oh yeah, I'll do an action surge. So I
This...
see what damage I did first.
Yeah, roll me damage first, and then
Okay.
we'll decide what happens.
Alright, 5 plus... what was damage?
4.
4.
That's enough to kill it. So that one
Alright.
falls. If you want to move forward, you can.
Give me 1.
There we
I'll
go.
go after 1 more. Can I go 1
Yeah,
more?
yeah. You still have your last
So I
attack
get
for the action.
One roll, right?
Yeah, yeah. We're still technically within action.
18 plus...
That hits. Roll me damage.
Yeah, that's a good roll right there.
9 plus 4, 13.
It's dead.
We're
Bam!
tied.
As you are guys at 4
We're
and 4.
Yeah.
You can, if you would like, to take an action surge, and then that gives you another action, which means you can attack twice.
So I
Because
go-
your action is to attack twice.
Okay, so I can go 1 more.
If you would like, take
That one right there. One's the only one standing.
there's 2 more of these guys.
Oh, okay. I'll go with that one.
All right.
So I go 1 roll.
If you use an action surge,
Yeah.
you replace an action, which your attack is 2. So it's 2 attacks if you like.
9 plus 8, 17.
17 hits.
10, 18.
All right, roll me damage.
8 plus 4, 12. 11 plus 4, 15.
As you just run up, slash that one, bend it down, slash the next one, headbutt, slash. All right, 5. 5 to 4.
You better jump over and get that last one.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna get it, you know.
move to the next.
Okay, all right,
stealthily
all right.
move.
I mean, it knows you're there by now.
Yeah, but because he's dead, so I move my hunter's mark over to him as
Okay.
well. And
I need to
attack.
double check to make sure that's true. I don't. Might be a bonus action to it. I'm not sure. I'll double check in a
I
minute.
think it might be. So,
Okay. If it is, we've been doing it wrong, and that's fine. But okay, so
attack.
Mhm.
Just attack. So that's 15.
15 hits.
All right.
You roll the second attack.
21.
21. Okay, that hits.
And then I'm gonna roll my third attack because I'm.
1 second. Colt. Roll.
Sorry, computer died.
No. Oh well. 1 second. All right. Last attack.
15.
15. Roll me damage.
So that's 2d8. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17
Yes,
plus
yeah.
14 is.
So our total death count is Death Orc 5. Our random squat he got 1, and Mumrock got 5.
And is our guy still alive? Our dwarf that went down?
One of it looks like he's about to go as the other orc. The other dwarf puts in a potion down his throat, and he comes back too.
Okay, so I don't have to cure wounds.
So, from this, as you guys manage to face off the last part of your mission, cutting off the left ear of each one of these drow to collect this, so you guys can get your gold, which when you report them in, that would be an additional 5 gold to your inventory. As you guys go back to the mountain, deliver the gold, and one of the dwarves
Those
was
guys couldn't do anything.
fucking told you, I wasn't the one that was good at this. I just was trying. That's all I could do.
You guys are good.
As,
Cover me.
You killed one that was supposed to kill you.
As you guys hear word through the commotion, through bars and drink celebration, that the villages have successfully been freed through your last efforts. And yet again, you guys come back with 11 ears, as the neighboring group that almost beat you came back with 9.
You're welcome. Everybody's welcome. I know we're heroes.
So they
And
get
you-
to buy the drinks for us.
Exactly. They get to buy the drinks for the heroes.
As a couple of dwarves definitely start putting some silver in and copper to allow you guys to drink for free for the night. As per usual, stories of the easy deaths.
You should have
Come
seen
to
it when
their
I snuck
ears.
up behind that guy. I just went wham!
Shit hit the ground before the blood did.
Oh man, when you axed that guy?
Well, he asked for it.
He axed for it. Look at this guy.
As a young dwarven girl comes in. The vagabonds! They're coming back! We have scouts in Nenadar. They said they're coming back. And then she runs off to the next inn and starts mentioning it, which, for the purposes of your characters, that means what it means to you.
Yeah.
So, after about a couple of days, there's going to be a large group of people at the outer elevator to go into the mines that reaches down underneath into the bazaar where our Underdark adventure started. And as the preparations are going by, and celebrations for a peace festival and a harvest festival that celebrates a nearby the Five Kingdom Mountains, by the name of Yulbetel. It's going to be a time of drinking, wrestling, pig racing, arm wrestling, food eating, celebration and drinks for a very coincidental timing of our heroes' return that started the conflict and helped liberate these people, and at least gave you guys a couple of good fights and food. But with that, we're going to actually move to Coleton. If I can have you guys go to the waiting room, and then I'll get you guys back in a minute. Coleton, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I need to change the music for you because it's not Happy Forest time for you.
Yeah.
You can please close the door. Okay. Coleton, how are we doing? All right, a little bit of raised music. As I get out my notes. Ariell. It's cold. It's dark. Very, very cold. Very, very dark. You feel nothing. You see nothing. You move nothing. It's emptiness. Wind. You feel something move through you. Movement through you. And a small little beak, small little light. Far, far, far off. The light is gold and white. What is gold? Gold's a color. Gold's a mineral. Gold's a currency. Currency is exchange. Exchanges for values, for services, and these thoughts as you perceive something, and that word lets you to think of other words, and slowly forming your understanding thought. Your understanding what things are. One second, because you're not in this friendly atmosphere. Then you see nothing again. And then just a pure, beautiful line approaches. Perfect, strong, mane decorated in strings of gold. As you, again, have no body, have nothing other than just thought. All that you are is thought. And as a roar appears,
what makes you worthy of a second chance?
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Alright? You have the ability to understand what's happening and commune. You have no body, no nothing, but you can commune with this line that you know and perceive as Palor. What do you say?
Nothing makes me worthy. These people are at the mercy of darkness, and I feel that it is my duty to protect them. There is evil in the material realm, but there is also good.
So, you understand the difference between good and evil?
As the of the roar appears before any intelligible sound emanates, as you feel the vibrations of every single word. You feel the chills all around you, your entire body that is nothing, but you feel chills just in the presence of this magnificent golden lion.
Ariell, angel of the outer circles, called benevolent. I ask you, is this vanity?
I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Shit. What was my charisma score? Is that on my sheet with me?
Oh dear lord. It's 5, and your paladin, so it'd be 9.
Okay, so that's 17 total.
As you sense these words, and you feel the presence of not necessarily value, but of form, of presence, of identity now. You were given a task and you did your task. And then you start smelling a new sensation. Your mind's trying to understand what that means to smell. as you smell heavenly, glorious vapors, pleasant, calming, contrasting to the ferociousness of this entity. Kind of reminds you of soap.
You want to be a god? Joy fell.
What's that?
Joy fell. It tripped you into the world. Again I ask, what makes you worthy?
There are people, a lost people now that Lyra has left them. I've seen their suffering. I wish only to help them, to give them what Lyra has neglected.
I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
What was my intelligence score?
I can tell you in a minute. I'm sorry. Let me pull up your card. Let me right 1 sec. Where's Ariell? There you go, Ariell. What is your int? 15 plus. So add a 2 to whatever your roll was.
Okay, that is a solid 15.
15. Okay, we're making these really easy. As you speak and the words come through you, it's almost as if you're speaking out of just your pureness. This isn't a conversation that you planned for. There is nothing that you is. But this is your comprehending that you are pureness. Your pureness is speaking with this entity. Your pureness is speaking with this thing that is Palor, that transcends physics, that transcends the laws that govern the material plane. And with that, I need you to make me a dexterity and strength saving throw at the same time. Strength is 15, and then your dex is, I believe a 15 as well, if I can see that correctly. So plus 2 to each one.
15.
Okay.
Okay, so the first roll is, so you said dex and strength were both 50.
From what I can read, yeah. It might be a little too small, but yeah.
So strength is going to be a solid 16.
Okay.
And dex is going to be a... Would the feet come into play with dex as well, or is that
No,
just...
you would need to be able to use your shield to that. But
Yeah,
at the moment you
okay,
have
so maybe a solid 20.
20.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Lovely. And now you start feeling twitchness of a finger. Now you understand what a finger is. Now you're understanding breath. You're understanding all these things, but you have no body, but you're understanding it. And as you're understanding it, you start feeling yourself. And as the voice speaks,
I gave your ash bones, your bones flesh, and your flesh grace. Plucked from a waterfall deep underground.
in Ariell, you are in front of Palor in full form, flesh, blood, and grace. Seeing your naked body present with Palor. As another roar appears.
You've made enemies with the Reaper. I see that you've also taken knowledge from Vecna and Xxus, making enemies where enemies need to be made. You've allied yourself with the Great Tree. Strong, wise, but reluctant to move. As I see, you've also turned people to the sun. You've brought salvation to those that need it. Ariell, what I do is not blasphemy, for you are not the undying. You are anew. I would see you turn in hell before you be the dead. A phoenix, anew. You have work to do.
As ran from your hand, the same vial that Elizabeth the angel gave you in dire desperation fills up, but not with liquid, with sand.
Find the angel Avacent, one of my fallen, one of the first order. Find out what led her to lust for that fiend Lamashtu. What poisoned her. And
as you start seeing your rose materialize in front of you, you start seeing the armor plate of your angelic form, your bracers, your glaive, your pendant, even your bag full of money and gems. Everything starts to appear before you.
if you want the seat of joy, bring joy to the world. Let the light of joy blanket.
And then you hear right besides your left ear, as the lion steps away, fall. And you start plummeting down. You see Mount Celestia before you fall. You feel no pain, you feel no fire, you feel no energy going through you. Effortlessly, you're falling at an immense speed. But gravity is not affecting you. Your pendant, that once held an elixir of close death, just in case you never found your grace, starts appearing with sand of a red type, and it's full. And you start seeing stars. You keep falling. You start seeing clouds. You keep falling. As soon as you understand and comprehend the idea that you are in the material plane, you see one sand start going against gravity upwards and disappearing from the pendant, letting you know that when the sand runs out, you go back to Mount Celestia. And with that, Coleton, we're going to introduce the next group, and we'll find out what they're doing before we reunite completely. Alright, I'm going to change this music a little bit, and I'm gonna, if you want to stay on the line, you can, for these sakes, just because it'll be a little bit easier. I understand the technical difficulties. I'm gonna get the other group outside, so 1 minute audience, and I'm gonna call Vic.
Okay, add to call. We're adding Vic Stone.
Dial. No, that's not what I want. I just want to dial the add. Yeah, Vic. Add. Okay. Hopefully this is how that works. I think we're calling.
What's up, guys?
Can I get the survivors to come in?
Not ready. I'm not either.
No, I need to buy them.
Okay.
Guys, it's been like 100
Alright, you can close the door. Jeremiah will join us in a minute. And for the technical difficulties, that is the internet, we're just going to have Coleton here just because they'll make things a little bit easier when everyone here at night. So, Jeremiah will join us in a minute. Potty break is potty break. So, let me take up something. As you guys have just ran out of the tower, smoke bellowing around you. Carabao casts his fog cloud to give you more cover. You guys running. You see him start running around. I need the survivors here. Thank you.
You're a survivor. I was like, wait, where are you going?
So, okay. As you guys are running, keep marching forward. Carabao is leading the pack since bonus action and everything to run forward. You guys keep running and running and running. You start seeing the tower that was made out of the adamantium start changing into bone, creeping around you. The atmosphere and the pressure around it starts changing as well. You start seeing red beams that were the death of Senvent start shooting throughout the ground.
Wait, the what?
And all of a sudden, you feel something in your hand. What do you do? What are we doing?
In my hand?
You saw in your hand. What do you do? What do you do?
I open my hand, I look at it.
Okay, there's a bag of holding.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, yo, I got a bag of holding here all of a sudden.
Just keep running.
While I'm running.
Just go. Keep
In
running.
additional to that, you have this in your hand too.
Cool. It's that one book that gives us a lot of trouble.
What is that one book? As you guys keep running and running and running, I need you to roll me perception.
Oh, actually, that's pretty good. 18.
23.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
24?
Wow, you guys are really good. Sorry. As you guys keep running and running, maybe 300 feet, 400 now, the smoke of the spell has gone away. And you just see Cal looking at you guys. Spears. Can I have the survivors? Can you wait for us outside?
Oh, me again?
Yeah.
But I just got here. And I just went in costume. Gosh darn it.
What the fuck?
Bye, Cal. Okay. Cal's invisible and gone.
You don't see, you look behind us, West, Oria, Sylvia, all left there. What do you guys do?
Where's Cal? Where the fuck did he go?
Did Cal tell y'all he was going somewhere? Because he is gone.
Alright. How far away are we away from the...
Almost 400 feet. You hear a thunderous cannon, and then you see a beam of pure black fall from the tower.
Oh god. I mean, we didn't keep moving, but Cal just, like, yeeted out of here. And I have this now.
Fuck.
West, you have a vision of yourself getting hit, and still, you feel yourself being completely so you all see West freeze over, fall. And you guys see a string of gold leave West as it almost gets cut off.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Do we see this string? Or is it
Y'all
just...
saw it for a second,
Yeah.
and then it went away. The same string of fate that is connecting you guys. West's connection to Carabao is severed.
Uh-oh.
What do we do? It's far off into the distance, you can see the thunderous storm that was that colony of entities that are floating in the air. You still see beams shoot out from the tower where you once defeated the Beholder. You see the bubbling acid pools. And so you see the magma flow illuminating. And you start hearing movement in all directions. What do we do?
I'm forcing myself up, and I'm yelling for everybody to run.
As you do, you guys start moving, having the map out, reading what you need to. Eventually, Laz, you cannot see anymore.
Yeah, I can see.
Pitch black. You have your
Everglow.
Your Everglow stones, and you have at least enough illumination not to go mad, but you're going through. Oria, you have the ring that we took off on his body. As you look through the bag, you see masterwork bow. You see all of Carabal's possessions inside the bag of holding. Everything except for his cowbow.
Guys, I think I have all Cal's stuff. Why would he leave me with his stuff? His bow's not in here, though. He's not unarmed, but I don't understand.
So, Carabal's gone? He's just gone?
Do you think he had, like, a personal mission he needs to do? Because he's gone. I have all of his stuff in this bag of holding.
But why didn't he say anything? Why, if this was so important, why didn't he tell us? Why didn't he tell me? He's my friend. He's supposed to...
I need all
How
you
far
guys.
are we away now?
If you guys keep moving, I'd say you're almost about hitting maybe 1,000 feet away. I need you guys to roll me Constitution saving throws, 2 of them.
What? 15, 16, 17. 19 and a 16.
Alright, you pass.
9.
For the first one?
Mm-hmm.
What about the second one?
Oh, second one, okay. Same number.
Okay.
First one's 15, second one 5.
So, Sylvia and Laz are both considered poisoned. Just because of toxic fumes being in the lower dark. Just the air is poisonous. And for that, you get disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Wes, you are poisoned and you are suffering 1 point of exhaustion. Which, for the purposes, is still 1 point of exhaustion, but disadvantage on attack and ability checks. As breathing in the toxicity after the fight, being bloodied and bruised, the shock of what's been happening, you start hyperventilating. It's hard to breathe, but you guys, what do? As Sylvia's just looking, we can't lose another one. You see a string of tears fall from her face as she keeps walking forward, saying nothing.
Let's just... I don't know what's happening anymore. Everything's fucked. I guess we just keep going until we're out of this fucking place.
The next couple of days come hard. Lack of food. Hard to breathe at times. Random effects from spores, seizures, and paralyzation from essentially nothing. Always having to look behind to see if someone is watching you. You were a big group, and at least that gave you some edge, but knowing that around every corner there's something you cannot identify. For the purposes of this, we still have our poison, we still have our exhaustion. There are a couple of days of finding grubs to eat and hard shell beetles that took West to just pry open to just get a bit of protein out of it. Every now and then, Oria can casting good berry. We've been traveling for a little bit of a week. And you guys roll in perception.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Unfortunately, we don't see it. Neither does Sylvia, as you guys are trying to talk, and she's having another one of those episodes where she just gets stuck in a phrase or something that triggered from what just been happening, and you see that her mind's something's fighting that, trying to understand it.
Can I try to calm her down?
Sure.
Try to help her?
What do you do?
I just like gently put my hands on her shoulder. I just tell her like, you know, we're gonna get you out of here. We just gotta trust that Cal knows what he's doing. We're not gonna lose anybody else.
We better not lose anyone else.
Okay.
Like, you're alright, girl. You're okay.
And as that's happening, West and Oria, you see an entity floating in the ceiling, almost climbing through this narrow cave that you guys thought was safe, and you start seeing tentacles start to appear from his mouth. The second one, a third, and the fourth, and it's starting to approach ever so gently and cautiously as it's climbing on the ceiling where Last and Sylvia are discussing. As this thing is climbing from the ceiling, trying to get towards them. What do you guys do?
Oria is going to, well, she sees it, she'll cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
At it.
Roll me to hit.
I'm going to Laz and Sylvia. I'm going to basically be their shield.
Okay.
In case it does anything. Sorry, so 21.
21 definitely hits. Roll me damage as Oria just grabs her javelin and a bolt of pure radiant energy appears, and Wes just right in front of you as there's an elliptic sand hanging on the ceiling from where you guys are. How much?
15 points.
15 points of damage? Okay. 16. Alright. I need you guys to roll me initiative.
Oh, fuck. Wow, that actually worked once.
20 plus.
22.
West 22, okay.
22.
15 up.
I also got a 22, but Wes can go first.
Okay, so West and then Laz. Oria, what did we get?
13.
Okay, you actually meet the elliptic, so you go first. So then it's Oria, a Mind Flayer, and at the end, Sylvia. So, West, as you are right there next to him, what are we doing?
I am going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Do I need to make a save?
I believe it's just an automatic thing.
Okay, what
so
is...
It just says you place a curse on it.
Okay, what does the curse do?
It gives me an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage, and I choose one ability, and they have disadvantage on that ability check.
Which ability are you choosing?
I'm gonna choose Intelligence.
Alright, so it has disadvantage on intelligence checks. Noting that. Okay. Alright,
And, yeah.
Was that an action or a bonus?
That's an action.
Okay, anything else that we're doing?
Bonus action, Eldritch Blast.
Alright, roll me to hit.
20.
20, roll me damage.
Eldritch Blast, I believe, is a d10.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get
D6 for the necrotic.
13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. This thing is not faring well against you guys. Alrighty. Okay, so as Wes just kind of goes and just looking at it, you see the shiver as there's some sort of magical entity that is coming from you as you guys see a shadow behind West of 4 horns appear on its head. Then a blast of just pure energy of mixed with necrotic hits the elliptid and it just freaks out as it's still in the air but pissed that he got caught. And not just caught but ambushed. Last, what are we doing?
I'm gonna 2nd level ice knife it.
Oh, nice. So that's a
dexterity saving throw of a 16.
On his dex save, so that's a 10.
Perfect.
Roll me damage.
$22.
22 points of damage. As this thing is definitely bloody. As you shoot a knife, hits it right in his chest. You see the knife goes embedded in him and explodes, and out of him you see chunks of green just shoot out from its blood, and its purpley flesh start decomposing, and then bubbles into acid pools. So as after last Oria, sorry, I couldn't hear him right here. What are we doing?
It's still kicking?
It's still kicking, but he's definitely hurt.
She's not chancing it anymore. She's gonna look directly at it and in deep speech, no more. Not another. And she's casting light.
Okay, that is a con save?
Con save, yes.
So 7 plus 1 equals 8. Roll me damage.
Oh my god.
As you guys see Ori just step forward, bloom, bloom, and just see, and that same echoish tone that the aboleth, the beholder, and these mind flayer entities speak that she learned from just somehow getting some information from the temple of knowledge where Vecna, Xxus, and Bakag were. What is our damage?
37 points of necrotic
37
damage.
points of necrotic damage. As you see the elliptic start shrinking in, falls, and you see its head start just caving in, almost like it's being deflated completely, and then just starts just like if you were to deflate a balloon.
Wow.
And the elliptic is no more. But you guys do see Glass said, no, not again, not again, no, not again. And so he just calms down. And she was like, I remember.
I'm just like, what? What do you remember?
They were in here. They wanted my blood, but it wasn't good enough. The tyrant wanted perfect angelic blood. I'm not an angel, I'm Nazmir. I'm celestial, but from this world. So I wasn't good enough, so they sold me to those things, branded me. And they took parts of me out. My blood wasn't good enough for the tyrant, at least it was good enough for experiments for them. Next couple
Where are we
days,
currently located?
technically about to leave the lower dark, entering into the mid dark. Couple days pass. Exhaustion, lack of food, dullness, worrisome. Carabao has not shown his face. Leaving trails behind just to make sure. You've not seen anything from Cal. That's. And one of your mornings that you wake up a little extra early, you hear a voice in your head. At first you thought it was Sylvia, but it's not. Listen, we can go half and half. And then you just look at your coin purse and there's filled with gold. And then you see the mouth of your blade start to move. where it's talking to you.
Oh my god.
What?
I found this, but finders keepers. Look, you can have some of it, and then you feel the blade become heavy, and then half of that gold is gone, and there's about 300 pieces of gold added to your inventory that were not there before. And you just hear again, just don't forget to feed me.
And I'm conscious when this happens.
Yeah.
I just turned to West. I'm like, hey, West.
Shh.
Hey, West.
You hear this sword say that to you.
Keep it a secret. How much did we need for that gate spell?
It's Wes. He's here. Last talking to you about money for some spell.
Ask Oria.
That's not a question for me. I don't fucking know.
As Oria, you hear the conversations of Wes, slight depressed, not slightly, but deeply depressed. Sylvia, the percent she's learned what she was, has been keeping to herself a lot. Not rudely, but just processing.
Yeah.
And Oria, you hear the words again from Laz. How much did we need? And you can see that she has her coin patch is almost overflowing, and there's an additional 300 gold that were not there before.
How much did we need for what? She mentioned the gate spell. That's what she's talking about. It's not gonna work. It needs to be diamond components. Does it? It said 300. I'm just saying it has to be diamonds worth 3,000 gold.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I have diamonds worth 3. It needs to be diamonds worth 5,000. I didn't read it.
So, as you guys...
Oria's kind of...
Mm-hmm.
She would have been kind of like looking at the ring. I mean,
have you tuned to the ring?
I'm assuming by this point she probably has.
What are you doing?
She's gonna try talking to the, I guess.
You hear a female voice answer you. Hello? Who is this? Is this a nice man?
Who's this?
I was talking to the nice man before. There was a merfolk. She was here after me, but no longer. Can you reunite me with my husband? He's a good man. He lives far off into the desert regions. I think it was the orc bandits. That's what happened. If I could just talk to him, is he there?
She would just shake her head. Just no. But I don't know who you're speaking of.
You're not the same man. And you hear nothing.
Oria, what are you doing over there? Oria's just gonna kind of like put the ring just in her pouch and just...
Okay.
You'll just see her shaking a little bit. Just... This is my fault. So, alright, so you would say that at this point we have a time to rest, or whatever that count does?
One more time?
This is essentially us taking a moment to like rest real quick.
Yeah. You guys are.
Okay.
We've been doing this to resting, and you guys have been going in and out of exhaustion every other day.
Okay.
There's new treacherous things, but we're going to, for the sake of the entire month plus, it's going to take you to get out of here, especially with no guide. we're gonna keep the same that base stat. So for the purposes of this, Oria is going to tough it out, probably the best. Sylvia is going to remain poisoned. Wes is you're just not carrying that.
During that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, during that time, every day, if she can, Oria is going to cast Commune with Nature to try to get an idea of like the surrounding area to know pretty much to get
Okay, so that's actually
which direction you need to go.
okay. That's gonna cut your time a bit, and it's gonna help a lot. As you guys proceed, leaving the lower dark, going into the mid dark, passing where once was the fastness where you encountered the first thing that had a slug in it. You commune with nature, guiding your way around the lake that is where the Drow city was. You still see the pink glow now, declaring that the new queen is still there and still in charge. You no longer see the mechanical spiders running around. The vibe is different, a little bit more cheery, oddly. And the other thing that you guys are noticing that there's practically nothing in your way. No creatures have appeared. Nothing showing up. Almost safe. And you guys keep traveling. I need you guys to roll me 3 Constitution saving throws for the last little bit of our journey. Natural 20,
17,
16.
14, and 17 again.
Okay, so Oria, we're gonna come at this. Everyone is going to drop about 10 to 15 pounds of just malnutrition. Eyes are gonna be sore. It's gonna be different to breathe. It almost feels easy, and you guys find yourself being able to just not control your breathing patterns well. You're not really hungry. The warmness is troublesome to you. You always feel like there's something behind you, but there's not, and it's just reflex at the moment. Wes, what do we get?
I got a 9 for the first one. For the second one, I have 21, and for the third one, natural 20 plus 6.
So, Wes, we're going to leave the Underdark with 2 points of exhaustion.
Okay.
So disadvantage on all ability checks and half speed. Last, what do we get?
I got 5, 5, and 24.
So, as we're leaving the Underdark, not only do you have disadvantage to ability checks, your speed is halved. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws as you're coming out the Underdark with 3 points of exhaustion. And Sylvia's coming out with 2 points of exhaustion. As you guys are heading towards the Upper Dark, passing through the empty now bazaar, the Library of Knowledge is still there. And you see a very familiar face kicking her feet on top of the roof as the guy that you once had, your friendly drow, just drops down. Who would be leading the party?
Definitely not me. I can't see, so probably Oria.
I guess Oria, yeah.
As well, we'll just turn around. As Oria, she appears to you. What is everyone else? I found the cloth that I was asked to give.
Oria will just look at her. Just. They're fucking dead.
So we lost our boy toy. That sucks. Okay, well it's mine now then. You guys. She starts going back to the opposite direction where you guys are going. Into where you guys just came from.
I guess you found whatever it was he was looking for, right?
Yes, but it's mine now.
I think I'd rather hold on to it for him.
Well, if he's dead and I found it, that makes it mine then, doesn't it? And she turns around. And it's like eyeing you with like a cocked head. Like, you feel the "do you want to test me" attitude coming from her.
You don't want to fucking test me either. Well, he was part of our group, therefore his share should go to us. And I think, with all the bullshit that we just went through, I could use just a little something right now.
Have you ever heard of finders keepers? It's a law
I
around
have,
here.
and I don't give a shit at this moment.
You see a tiny, like, movement of, like, as she has the cloth on her, she kind of hugs it, and roll me perception, everybody.
Natural 20, natural 1.
Wes does not. Oria hears it.
11. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, don't. As Oria, you hear it. And you see the slight movement of her thumb unsheathing a dagger that's around her chest. And as... let me see. As you hear and see that, she looks at you as she notices that you're noticing. And Oria, roll me an insight.
What's inside? What's like a... Ooh, I got that. Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Nice, okay. As you see her, and then this time you do not hear the blade sheath. And it's almost as she's looking at you and you feel like she's sizing you up. Like you get the feeling of, should I do this? Blue and white are not my colors, anyway. She just drops it. Bye. Don't die. As Wes, you said you go and retrieve it?
I will retrieve it, yes.
As you go and grab it, it's a cloth that looks very similar to Ariell's robes, but they're blue, and it has a white belt around, and you see waves on it. Very, like, just thin, but there's something about it, and almost when you grab it, you can swear you hear water, but then when you think about it, you don't.
Okay, this is weird.
I mean,
while we're... Oh.
As you grab it, Wes, you sense that it grew a little bit. Translating that, it looks like it went from a medium to an extra large in your hands.
Excuse me, I'm a double X out now.
Excuse me, double X. Apologize. Forgot how broad your shoulders were. As you kind of look it up and like, this looks almost exactly like something that would fit me.
Weird. Okay. Guess I'll put it on.
Okay.
I guess while all that's going on, Oria would have I guess, dug around the pack for the sending stone.
Okay.
To, contact T.
The sending... You guys had the sending stone down there. Both of them.
Yeah, we both did. That's right. Never mind. Okay, never mind. That's right. Well,
So, Wes,
we're almost out of here.
my question to you is, are you going to attune to this robe?
Sure, I will do that.
Okay. So for the next hour, you look at it, and you tune to it.
During that hour of attuning, could I also see about praying?
Sure.
Coleton, you're I'm sorry.
Who are you praying
That
to?
was perfect. Who are you praying to? He's like, wait a minute, Weston, what now? Who are you praying to, West? He's looking at me. I'm praying to Taylor.
Okay.
And I have very specific things to say.
Okay.
If because it's been a long month.
Roll me religion check with disadvantage.
Awesome. That's not 6, and that's a 5. So that with my religion, which is probably shit. That's a 6.
What do you say? What do you say in your prayer?
I don't know. This is all out loud.
Okay.
I don't know how to pray.
Sure, understood.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of wrap the cloak around myself, just kind of. I guess in a way it makes me feel closer to Ariell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ariell always does this, so I think if I just talk or something, this works too, right? I don't know. So, okay, so, dear Paylor.
Are you dear Santa Paylor?
Dear Paylor. I would like
Paylor?
my Ariell back.
Okay, I've been thinking about this. It's been a long walk in this really shitty place. And it's about Ariell. I think you know him. He's an angel. I mean, you know, he literally is one. He has wings, and I don't know how shit works up there, but I want to tell you that you fucking better take care of him. He's my friend. Like, he built a church in your name. He made Powerbound start talking about you. And, you know, I hope some of that matters. I mean, he even saw good in 2 children that I didn't think were worth it at the time. And he was our light. And now that he's gone, I feel like I'm lost. And I just want to ask you, I want to ask for him back, but I don't think it works like that. So just, please take care of him. If I find out that you're not, I will come up there. The sun is not that far away.
Oh my god. Oh.
As you say these words.
I guess,
yes?
Yeah. And if you see him, just tell him that, don't worry, we'll finish saving the world for him. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
As you say that, and Sylvia comes up to you. That was nice.
Yeah.
But you hear nothing.
Expected.
As you guys make your way up to the final 3 miles of the upper dark, you are ambushed by 2 dwarves.
Motherfucker, what?
Oh.
I thought there'd be more of you. You fucking did it. You helped free us. Come on, let's drink. You need some good air. You need some good fucking food. That's what you need. And they start assisting you guys up into the elevator. And when you guys come up, you hear a loud clap of dwarves within the mountain that you guys helped. A lot of them that you haven't seen before, but you guys come out exhausted, malnourished, psychologically messed up, and without your friends. And with that, you can have fuckface Jeremiah come into the room.
I swear to God.
As if you guys,
I have words for you.
if you guys want to stay because of technology,
Jeremiah.
that's up to you.
I was
I don't like you right now.
I had permission.
I'm gonna sell all your stuff.
I had permission.
I'm selling everything you gave us.
Do this to me.
What?
I'm your friend.
You're gonna feed my sword. I hope you're happy.
Wait, what happened to that?
I don't know what's happening on that computer.
Yeah. If they want to come in, they can as well.
What? Where's my moment?
Yeah, fine. Everybody get the fuck out of here. Do you want your moment by yourself?
Wait, what?
You want your moment by yourself?
I thought I wanted my moment. Well, I don't know. I thought
It's up to
that
you.
was the plan.
Okay, then everyone, can you please
I
stay?
don't know.
Oh my god. I'm really selling all
Hey,
your stuff now.
I thought that was a plan. I had a point.
You can watch the stream.
You can watch the stream.
Jeremiah,
What?
as you're running back, the smoke billowing far ahead of you.
Because really what I wanted before I actually opened the bottle is actually I wanted to shout at them, keep moving, don't look back, and keep running away. And then I'll have a distraction. You know, open the bottle,
As you did that,
and then things.
as
I told
the
you.
smoke keeps filling in front of you, they start running. As soon as you pass on the book, you cast your illusion, and it starts running in front of them. And you see West.
Illusion, that was me.
As you see West trying to catch up to you, you start moving back forward towards now the structure that was adamantium now starts becoming bone. You start seeing rays start to appear. Roll me stealth. As once you go into the tower, the tower is completely different. And you start hearing.
Stealth. 18.
18. Okay. As you start moving through, go into the tower. You slip through the grease. You see the fire is no longer there. The traps are already been set. And you see 20 or so zombies of these goblinoids that are.
I'm
You
listening.
see the orcs.
I'm listening.
You find. You make your way up. You see Ariell's stone shattered body. And you see the climbing gear still timed, the piston still put onto the ceiling. You start making your climb, and as you do, you hear, "Is that my friend? I have a friend. You've come back." What do we do?
Except the guy.
As you hear the Beholder,
That bastard.
now bone instead of flesh. You still see the jagged teeth, one red eye almost looking like a jewel, and 10 red balls of energy, not attached to anything, no flesh on it. What do you do?
Attack it.
Roll me to hit.
It's a 19 plus 7.
19 hits.
That's not what I wanted.
Roll me damage.
I'm gonna roll this for the thing. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Okay.
1, 2.
That's ugly.
Yes. Also, just 2, right? Because
you
it's
can-
not
You can sneak attack it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna help.
As you still have your current HP from last game.
2, 4, 10, 12, 15, 19, and then 1 tender.
Okay. As the vibratingness of your bow shoots and you hear the thunder inside, as it was turning around and the beam was not contacting you. Not a friend! Not a friend! I need you to make me 3 death saving throws.
Dirty 20, dirty 20, 17.
Okay, you pass all of them, so you're taking half damage.
Okay. Probably still dead.
First raid does 27 points of damage. Second raid does 27 points of damage. Third raid does 27 points of damage.
The second killed.
And
Or
as
put me down.
the ray hits you and reduces to 0, the last thing you see.
Oh yeah, before
Yep.
that hit me, I wanna do a thing.
Yes.
Wes, I love you too, friend. Last dab.
As you hit, you see Wes running, and you feel like he's happy. You feel that it's like, I'm actually catching up to Cal. I'm getting faster. And then before you fall, you see a drop rise up, and you see Cinnamon rise. And you start hearing, and Reefer's hand breaks through the stone. And you see that they're dead and moving. And if you fell on the Tyrant's tower, can I have your character sheet?
I want the plastic back.
And that is where we're going to go on break.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we'll be back in a bit. Hopefully some happier times coming. I apologize.
Oh,
That's actually you.
That's my key.
You can press the intermission button now. That'd be nice.
I'm
Hey guys, so excited. So Extra Life is coming up soon. November 2nd is the official day. So we're going to be doing 24 hours of gaming. It's going to be D&D and then board games, and it's going to repeat for 24 hours. So we're going to be starting November 1st. At 8 p.m. From 8 till 11, we're going to be doing our Sacred World game. Just continuing the Friday game as per usual. After that, we're going to be taking a little break and play Gloom for about an hour. So that is 11 to midnight. So midnight to about 3 in the morning, we're going to be playing Jeremiah's first DMing. Is going to be a homebrew's D&D mixed with zombie side. So it's going to be a very realistic zombie survival escape game. From 3 a.m. to about 5 a.m. we're going to be playing Betrayal on House on Haunted Hill, because that game is always chaotic and fun. And then we're jumping right back, so from 5 a.m. to about 8 a.m. we're going to be doing a one-shot Lord of the Rings game, and this is going to be DM'd by Tabatha. So we're going to be playing the first age of Middle Earth. After that, we're going to do a slight break from RPing. We're going to play about an hour, so from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. we're going to be playing Red Flag, which is a fun quasi-state setup simulator / sabotaging your friends. From 9 a.m. to noon, we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, Dungeons and Dragons. I get to play a Corgi Warlock. It's so exciting. So that one's going to be DM'd by Vic. We have Corgi Warlock, we have a Rottweiler Wizard, we have a Pug Cleric, what else do we have? We have a Chihuahua Rogue. We have so many babies. It's gonna be so cute, and if my doggo dies, it's Vic's fault, and he must pay. So from noon to 3 p.m. we're going to be doing a one-shot DM by me. It's going to be a Night Before Christmas themed, since it's spooky Halloween. From 3 to 4 we're going to have a little bit of a buffer, or we're going to call it our tea time. So if any game stood too long or is a little too short and we need some time to fill her up, that's going to be an hour. So we're going to be doing an hour of drinking tea, reviewing some of the teas we've made based on our characters, and just talking to the audience until we can get caught up on time, or if we don't even need it, then we're just gonna skip it. But that's a little hour buffer for us to make sure that everything's scheduled, because scheduling multiple D&D games for 24 hours is kind of hard. From 4 to 5 we're going to be playing Skulls and Wizards. It's going to be a extremely chaotic game that the DM is not going to know what's going to happen or what the players are going to play or be or anything. Literally, we're going to make it up then and there. It's going to be cray. After the chaotic one shot that we're going to do for Skulls and Wizards, we're going to do a battle royale, also DM'd by me, and we're going to pick all the people that are still alive after 24 hours, bump up their current characters up to level 17, and it's kill or be killed. You have no alliances, no friends, you battle royale. So again, all this is for Extra Life is for raising money to help kids. All the money is going to go to the Texas Children's Hospital in downtown Houston. It's just sharing and caring. Thank you guys in advance. It's going to be our first 24-hour stream. It's all the money's going to go to the Texas Children's Hospital in downtown Houston. I mean, helping kids out. Like, what more do you need? It's 24 hours of gaming, helping kids, playing and healing. I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players. Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val?
So we have new players.
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye. Wow, cool. Thank you, Jeremiah. That was fast. So.
Whoa, are we back?
Yeah, we're back. We're back, y'all.
Whoa, that was fast.
Yeah, there was a countdown. You didn't hear it?
Wow,
I
Jeremiah, that was
actually
almost
didn't.
as fast
As
as how you
again-
ripped my heart out.
I just need to make sure that, okay, just making sure that the audio so there, one day I'll figure out how to see it without looking. But as we come forth, a celebration of dwarves around as the vagabonds skinny and ready to come out, you see a large amount of dwarves coming in, cheering. You come see, they're like, "Get him from fucking space! Give him space!" And they look, as you guys are looking at the Bible, they look skinnier and weaker than you would imagine. But it's a couple of months, and they're not going to do that to anyone. You guys see a large metallic thing off in the corner as a dwarf is running by. You guys see the mirror that gave you guys your supplies. You see a gnome leaning against a cart and just puffing. And you see the tears come from his eyes, as almost as if he knows what's happening. And you see Tarsius holding his little sister in his hands, and rushes over towards you, Wes. And then you hear the howl
pick that little boy up and just hold on to him.
As you
and
do,
try.
you see a beam of light, and from the light you see a character emerge with wings flat out, and you see Ariell holding a dial with sand.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
It works!
As the dwarves look at you guys, party! And people just start cheering, hugging you guys. For the next couple of days of rest for you guys and healing, processing, the mountain is going to have a celebration. A celebration of peace.
I don't like that sound.
Oh shit, this is a party!
Can I go home? I want to go to this
But
party.
as I move this and let the characters come here as a little bit unwilling, but
It's raining trees.
It's raining trees. Hallelujah. It's raining.
can we have this flip over as we get the characters?
You need a flag battle?
Yeah, you can actually hit the flag and we're good. As I describe the scene in front of you,
Where's the beer at?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Ew.
So, it's a
I
little
have
bit
to
hard to
roll
see on the
against
map,
shit
but
face.
Of course,
this
I
is
make
a
my own
gigantic
ale, too.
tent.
Oh, no.
And inside the tent, you see a large table with many chairs set up and mugs of ale. Just pints of
That's
ale.
where
Just
we're
gonna... You also see a table that just has
I'm more just
one
watching it
pole
and
and another
laughing. I am
pole.
like
As
sitting
dwarves
in here
just
getting drunk.
Getting
start
ripped
arm
around
wrestling.
Yeah.
You start seeing dwarf throwing hammers here, and then plates of these anvils step behind. As you see another goes, "All right, mate, fucking let's get to the bats. Who wants to say?" You start seeing dwarves wrestle here, and then the archery contest over here, and then on this side you see probably the piece of resistance. As you see a pig, as they're starting putting a pink tie around her head, and they start greasing her up. And there's one pretty skinny dwarf with bald head, just like, all right, who going to bitch the fucking lady? Come on, place your names. So, as the celebrations are happening for this festival, to just abruptly, through our depression and time, giving very little time to mourn, a forced thing that the dwarves are not letting you say no to. You do not say no to a dwarf when he asks for a fucking pint. You must drink it.
Damn straight.
And with this, can you describe your character, please?
Orcdeath, short, red beard, gruffy, loud,
Loud.
It sounds like Bilbo's
Boisterous.
birthday party.
It is technically a celebration of, as you guys are being told, this is we're reaching the 708th year of a celebration of peace, of a treaty made by the dwarves and the elves long ago.
drink to that.
It started off in the Five Kings Mountains to the side, but not a fucking right reason not to drink, mate. So, Mumrock, can you describe your character, please?
Right there.
There he is.
That's it, right there.
That's the guy.
Blackbeard.
Describe to the audience.
Yeah,
please.
Blackbeard. It's gonna be like a tan vest, dark tan skin, short black hair, gray pants, red boots, red cape. And I love the fact that you got the rapier in the left hand because I actually am left-handed, and the short sword in the right hand, so it actually works out really well.
And a kilt. We wearing kilts.
Well, no, I got my pants, I got my things, and I'm just jolly. I'm just happy. I'm hanging out with this guy because we have a little competition going, but I'm just he's drinking. I'm just
Oddly,
chilling.
You guys, when you looked at the numbers, you killed the exact same amount of drought.
And it continues. The contest continues.
Right?
And you finally meet
Hey, we can kill.
technically third place, because if we're both first, that means there is no room for second. So the third person who's killed the most drow comes in. Can we describe our character?
No. I don't have the energy to voice act or anything.
I'm sorry, Jeremiah.
That's good.
But
My name is Rognarv, full metal. And I am wearing dark steel plate scale armor with some shield that has an eye in the middle for some reason. And I have red hair, and I am 9 feet tall. Not joking.
There's a reason why I say I'm 9 feet tall.
so
I can't believe I had the energy for that.
we're putting people down into the competition.
and this is my friend Brom.
As you
Oh,
guys
yeah, I have a friend Brom.
placing our friend. And then you see A. Can you describe Brom?
Brom is a scorpion. He has 4 legs because you don't appreciate art. But he is a scorpion robot. Remember that. He will bite you if you mess with me. I want all your shinies.
I'm just gonna keep drinking. I'm drunk.
Already starting the party. As Sylvia has not left Ariell's sight attached, asking questions that you do not have answers to. And you see, Ariell, you see a confidence in her. She tells you all about her Asmir life, how she just had a magical gift to heal, and so she did not particularly any faith or path. And the troublesome nightmares of just seeing a skeletal man ever since that one night.
Ariell is going to look at Sylvia. He's gonna look around the party. He's gonna look over to West, to Oria, and he's just gonna walk over to West and Oria and be like, "Where's Cal? Where's Sinbin and Reefer? Where is it?"
Wes is going to grab Ariel by the collar of his shirt and then just pull him into the most back-breaking hug imaginable.
Oh, you did we hear any cracks?
Arms out, not really embracing it, but then I guess after a few seconds, he's gonna kind of click, this isn't, good, and he's just gonna kind of embrace West back.
I think I felt Cal leave us. When we were back in the Underdark, there was a moment where I couldn't move and one of the threads left me. And I think it was Cal's.
Just
Am
let
I-
him
The
decide.
fireworks are really low.
I'm gonna let him go.
I thought that was
And I'm
outside.
gonna turn around. And I'm gonna walk straight to the bar. The first 5 on that line, those are all mine. And I'm
Oh,
gonna start drinking.
I have a thing.
Yes.
Oh, I might get punched for this. So looking around, what do I see? Do I see them?
You see them. You see the vagabonds.
Fuck me.
You rolled it.
So I'm gonna be looking around, and then I see Oria, and you're the only. You're a Loxodon, so you're very easily spotted. I'm gonna walk towards you. Are you right next to Wes and everybody else? I guess that's what's gonna happen.
Very disconnected to everything around her right this.
No, but I mean,
yes,
are you ever with the party basically?
Yes.
So I'm gonna riding Brom, the scorpion robot. That's why I'm 9 feet tall, dwarf. No, I'm 4'5". I'm short dwarf, but riding the scorpion dwarf, I'm gonna walk towards the Elysian Vagabonds.
And I was like, wait, you're a Loxodon. Is your name Oria?
Just gonna look at you.
The Elysian Vagabonds, I've been looking for you, all of you. I have information for Cal. Where is he?
He's been waiting to do this to us.
I'm crying in the inside.
You're laughing on the outside.
I'm stressed.
West is yelling from the bar. Cow's fucking dead, and I'm just drinking.
What? But I have information of his innocence and his mother. Innocence.
Well, that's not gonna do any good now. So, shit sucks.
Ariell's going to actually walk over to him. What information do you have about his mother?
Not about his mother, but the information of their innocence.
Let's hear
They're
it.
innocent. I've interrogated an elf that actually is the person that killed his uncle. And I have the contract to kill him here, right here on my hand.
And I'll immediately put it back to my bag. Because it's very important.
May I see the contract?
Wait, what?
Can he see the contract?
Why? Are you trying to take it from me?
No. I
Then
want to finish what Cow had started. It's the least I can do.
You are his friend.
So I'm gonna take the contract and show it to him. It's basically a signed contract of the older brother of the guy of his dad, of Carabao's dad, basically giving orders to assassinate the uncle. The priest of Elona. The high priest, I guess that's what you call it. Yeah, the high priest of Elona has a contract to kill the head of the elves. But yeah, just family drama.
It's just family drama.
Ariell, as you see it, you see finely written document that is paid in full if this person died, double the pay if this is blamed.
Don't worry about the elf. I have taken care of him.
What I remember, Cow's mother was at some slaving place, like she's a slave or
Yeah,
something.
I remember
was
Carabao
sold-
mentioned everything.
Yeah, she was sold through falsification and pseudonym to a djinn in Absalom.
Yeah, I still have
I'm gonna
notes.
ask the dwarf if he has any information about that.
Actually, I don't. This is all the information I have, and I've been trying to look for him. But he is very elusive. And
No,
hard to
he's
track.
really elusive.
You're blue. What's your name?
I don't even acknowledge you. I'm like down like 2 pints. I don't even care.
As you guys
Side by
are,
side with Wes on that.
and,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
West, you see a female dwarf's hand goes over your mug as you're about to lift it. I think you've had enough. As you see a very familiar dwarf from the Sea Devil Tavern.
Oh my god, girl, what are you doing here?
I believe you call it a franchise.
Franchise.
You've been moving around.
Franchise.
Sea Devils is traveling.
Oh, congratulations on that. I still want my drink.
Do I hear
She
that?
kind of moves her hand.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
How are the sea devils traveling in land?
I'm drunk. I'm sorry, but he's drunk.
Good boy. Kind of pats on the back. You see the,
Cheers.
she
Cheers
kind
to
of
that.
switched the
Cheers.
ales around and gives you a thing like, oh, this is full again, and this doesn't taste that good. And you keep drinking it. But with the celebrations being had, if anyone wants to partake in archery,
No.
or the strength contest, wrestling, drinking competitions,
I
iron,
think I can win in
hammer
the
throwing,
archery.
I think
There
you
is
can.
iron.
Alright.
I had a good time with the arm wrestling myself.
Oh, you bet on me on the archery. I bet on you on the arm wrestling then, huh?
Even better.
Oh, let's do this.
So, what do we want to do first?
Drink more.
Drink.
Archery.
Drinking is different from entering the drinking competition.
I saw something
I am-
about a drinking competition. You
I
want
am-
to just get shit-faced there?
Let's do it. I am with
Fuck
you.
yes.
I dropped my wand.
I am going to the archery contest with my buddy here. He still has his pint. He still has the alcohol.
There's still drinking contest too. I gotta put.
What?
time for that.
What? I'm sorry. What? Oria, what did you say?
Description of the terrain around. I mean, aside from all the partying dwarves.
So, you guys are outside of the mountain. You guys are in the lower parts. You are seeing a bunch of humans and halflings and of very few, but a couple of half-elves also come through. They're bringing food or things. There are on the outskirts a whole bunch of dwarves that have a table set up, and they're trading jewels to get hay or
Jewels.
Jewels are being traded.
Jewels.
It just looks like a festival to from what you were told to celebrate a contract that was signed over 708 years ago now for some peace with the neighboring lands. That technically mountains far off in a different country started, but all dwarves celebrate the same holiday. It's another excuse to drink.
Damn straight.
As you see, a whole bunch of portable tents be set up, and every now and then, as dwarves get rowdy and a table or two break, they go back into the lower parts of the mountain and start grabbing more tables. And there's not a police, but there is a group of people that are there. They're not breaking up any fights, but they're just there to fix up their furniture so people can sit down and drink.
That's nice.
But other than that, is there anything specifically that Oria was looking for?
Traits. If there's any, like, within, like, the mountain range at all.
You would have to leave the party to go there.
She's gonna leave the party.
Okay. All right.
Like, wound shape into a bird or something.
You can see Oria just shape into a bird and leave.
Look, a pretty bird. What's that ears? Why is that big ears?
I'm just giving you like the ugliest look. I'm just like dwarves.
What?
Oh my god, Les.
Is there anything? What specifically is Oria looking for, or trying to do when she finds a tree?
She is just going to go in. Okay, so what is it, like evening around this time?
It's late morning.
Okay. Just literally sit where it's not loud, commune with nature, and try to get back into contact with Tabatha.
Roll me 2 religion checks. Keep those numbers to you, and I'll get back to you. So,
Okay.
we have we have Orcdeath, we have Mumrock, and we also have Lass in the drinking competition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm doing archery.
Okay, so you're not drinking.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not drinking.
All right. So, are we entering the drinking competition?
No, he's drinking by himself with his friend Brom.
Okay. Wrong.
Rognarv, Artificer. Full Metal Artificer.
So,
I'm just gonna say, as we're going to the drinking competition, hey, Cow's friend who's definitely not Cowerbout, would you want to join us for the drinking competition? Because I'm just looking to not feel anything.
Ditto.
I'm playing with.
as he's tinkering with the mechanical scorpion.
I'm very drunk. I didn't hear what you said.
So,
Okay, fine, yeah, I figured as much. It's fine, it's all dead to me anyway.
as the drink competition, essentially, how it goes down is,
Alright. You all know the rules. No puking, no spitting. If you lose, you drink ale. If you win, you drink ale. First to finish 10 is the winner.
More ale.
Yeah.
so here are the specific rules of our competition. You can choose to drink 1, 2, or 3 mugs at a time. The DC is higher per how many you're trying to do. We're going to have a countdown up to 10 rounds. If you do not meet your DC, you're still finishing that mug. If you fail twice, you finish one mug, regardless if you're trying to do 2, 3, or 1. So, with that being said and done, there's 3 other dwarves that sit down on the table next to you. As one kind of there's 3 of you. The other 3 say like almost like if they're going against each other. As the dwarves kind of just are like, kind of like dipping at the mug, just getting ready, and one of
just spell save DC.
Oh, I don't think I got that.
And that's probably going to be based upon your constitution, though.
yeah. So we're gonna do con saves in a minute.
Yeah, con save.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Before I tell him, I'm betting on you. Put money on you.
You best be better than on me.
Of course
So
I'm
for
betting
this
on
one,
you.
this is the only non-betting one because the reward is ale. If you lose, you get ale. If you win, you get ale. Everything else is betting.
Well, that's what I tell him before I go to my archery
Okay,
contest.
that's what you tell him. All right.
Don't look. Take the purse.
I'm gonna go win some archery then.
There we go.
You win. You better win.
I believe it.
All right.
So as he looks, all right, let the best, and then specifically looking at West, and then last Dwarf win, and then immediately they start chugging. All right, roll me Constitution saving throws.
Cool. Hey, Jesus.
Yes.
Is that a 1 or a 10?
It's a 20. I got a natural 20.
What? Awesome. What happened? Sorry, Coleton.
Where's Cordelia and Tarsius at the moment?
T is technically taking care of them at the current moment with his little
no,
baby
it's
friend,
plus 9.
who's currently growing
Well, I'm not sure if
massively
you
at the
got-
moment.
Do you have saving throws
He's
for Constitution?
easily the size of a horse at the moment.
Proficiency?
You notice that Cordelia and Taurus are
Fighter dwarf.
adopting a
Oh,
lot
I
of
thought it was
T's mannerisms.
Oh,
Oh no.
Cordelia's even walking like him, swaying her hips.
Oh no.
No.
And anytime that T gets upset, he starts snapping his fingers or tapping his foot.
There's
And you started
months.
seeing Tarius do the same thing when he's getting grumpy.
There's months of him, of the kids with him.
He's been taking care of them
That's
for
what it
months. And you're having an odd effect. So, Wes, what did we get?
The first Constitution. So
Were you drinking 1, 2, or 3 ales?
What?
Were you trying to drink 1, 2, or 3 in this round? How many? What's your goal? 3. You're trying to do 3. All right. What do we get?
Alright, so I got a 12 for the first one. I got even worse
So-
for the second one.
There's only 1 roll per round.
Okay,
So 12 was a roll.
Yeah, 12.
All right. So we have not. We're still trying to down this, and this is the thing that's sucking.
Yeah,
It's
you do have
spiced.
Oh no!
See, I didn't,
So
I
that's-
was
Oh
expecting that.
no!
So it's 5 plus 4, so it's 9. Right
So-
here. So 9 for your saving throw.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a dwarven fighter. 9. What did we get? And how many were we trying to do? 1, 2, or 3? 3. All right.
You know, you're just gonna stop rolling that dice and roll
That
my
guy's
die.
gone.
What did we?
He got 11.
11. Okay. So as you start drinking, like, this is spicy, and you see pepper flakes in there. As the dwarf in front of you starts chuckling. What did you get?
I got a 22.
She got nat
What are
20.
you trying to drink? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
As you see, just
She literally got
As-
nat 20.
I'm just like, I am liquid.
as everyone is even, you guys are still trying to finish one, and you see
From
as one of the doors says. All right, second round.
Alright.
So mark down that you've done 3.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
And Wes, how many were you trying to drink?
What?
How many were you trying to drink?
I love how I rolled a 20 and then I
I'm
rolled a
gonna go
1.
ahead and try to. I'm gonna slow down to 1.
Okay, 1. All right. What did you get on con save?
23.
23. You finish it. So you're down to 1.5 at the moment. That's where we currently are. What did you get?
328.
So, seeing that, mother that raised no bitch, but it burns like a tear comes out and then it goes right back up. And we're at 3 at the moment. What do we get?
You're at 3.
I'm gonna try to do 1 and I got 2.
And as you see that,
You just
oh
drank
god, why is
three
it
all
so
of a sudden.
spicy? Why is it spicy? So we're at 3. Okay. As the other dwarves, they're at
I went nat 20 to nat
one's
1.
at 2, and the other 2 are at 1 because they failed.
that's
All
what
right,
you said. I
so
thought you were
we're going to the
roll.
3rd round. Roll me again, guys.
What's that?
All right,
Got a 16.
16.
we're doing 1, 2, or 3.
18.
3, 16. You're at 6. Boom, boom, boom. Your glasses fall and everything. What do we get?
I got an 18. I'm doing 3 again.
All right, you're at 6 as well. You start chugging these down. Wes, where are we at?
I got a 21 and I'm drinking 3.
All right, so where you currently were at 3 to it. As these guys are at 1 is at 3 and then 2 and 2. So
Yeah,
you're
I
just
probably would.
seeing this. This has been 20 seconds.
How big are these mugs?
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here. Oh,
Yes.
I'm surprised this one's keeping up.
I am water. I am liquid. This is nothing.
So
I can't imagine.
let's go again. As you see what the dwarf has said,
You're hydrating yourself. So-
you're not gonna get fucking shit. Oh, don't mind me. So how many are we doing? And roll.
Oh, roll.
3. What do we get?
23.
23. You're at 9.
9.
You might not be seeing well, but you can see the ale, and that's all that matters right now.
And taste it, lad.
What do we get?
I'm doing 2 and I got a 12.
2 and a 12. You just meet the DC for 2. So add 2 to your number. As you
Yes.
drink it, and it burns, your ears are red, but you just gotta keep on going.
They would be purple,
You're
actually.
green.
Oh, okay,
They would
purple.
be purple.
Excuse me, they're purple. Wes, how many trying to drink?
I'm changing purple.
And I ended up with 14.
Unfortunately, don't make it. You do manage to drink 2, though.
That's the color
But
I
you
am
did
right
not finish
now.
3. So, go on to the next round. And these guys all add 2 to their stuff. So we're at 6, and then this one is at 4. Roll again. 2, and a. Are you kidding me? None of them drink. As they're try and then just one. Now one's just. And it looks at you. Fuck. What do we get?
I got like a 3.
Okay, so you're unable to gudge this one down.
Yeah.
What do we get?
323.
So,
So 10, you were at 12. Wes, what do we get?
Alright, I tried drinking 3 and I got an 11.
So you finish 1.
Okay.
You're starting on your second one, and you feel a tap on your shoulder as there's another mug just flies over to your hand, and you kind of, mate, you fucking won.
What?
Give him more ale! So, with that, I need all of y'all motherfuckers to roll me Constitution saving throw to see how drunk we are.
Oh, I hope I fail this. I want to be trashed.
What?
Sorry.
I got a 4. Yeah.
Listen. Linda, listen. Where's Linda go? Let's listen. Wes, what did we get?
Natural 20, so 26.
God damn.
The spiciness took away you're still buzzed, but like it made you more angry than what you wanted to feel. And after 14, you're like, I can do another 14. Keep coming. So, as everyone cheers and it starts chanting your name, and then another seat comes, and you see the announcer starting to instruct more. As when you leave, they hand you an additional pint for each person that did the competition.
Yeah.
But with that, we're going to archery.
Yes.
So, all right, as you see these short bows being laid out in front of you, and there is 5 current contestants. As you all see them kind of grab the bow, shoot. You can tell that there's an additional 5. And this one, it is pay to play. It's 1 gold. Whoever wins gets 5 gold.
Here's my gold.
Right. So put in gold, everyone, including these members. So you equal the 5th person. As you come in, you grab the bow that's there. You see that the bow, it's not really that well made, but none of these bows are well made.
Yeah.
And they put 5 arrows in front of you. So they put a target really close, and you see the drag marks from the targets that are being moved away. And you also see a pendulum where there's a target hooked up but not released yet.
Yeah.
Alright. First one is yours. So let's shoot. Miss 13 hits the DC. What did you get?
21.
Bullseye. Well, another guy shot and hit, and everyone like, okay. So we're on to the next one, the second one, and you see it get dragged a couple of feet behind, and the bullseye gets a little bit smaller, but not that far. All right, roll again.
Oh god, that's a bad roll.
What did you get?
11.
11. As you see that the guy that hit the first one hits this one too, and then looks at you, and then you miss. One other person hits one, but currently the dwarf in the middle is the one that has 2 hits at least. So you see the target gets moved even further back, and you see it being dropped down, and it's an even smaller target now. So roll the hit.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Guess I drank too much.
What did you get?
10.
10. As no one hits this one. And that. These are thought you fucking knew how to hit. All right, next one. As you see one start moving with the
Guess
pendulum.
I've been drinking too much.
This one you have to roll with disadvantage as the target is moving.
Okay. So, 2D.
2d20, take the lower number.
12.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
As nobody hits it. And like, no one gets that one. And then you see the final one posted against, it just looks like a paper against a rock. Alright. And then he kind of hands everyone a specific arrow that has a little ball at the end. Alright, last one. If you hit, you're tied. That 1, 12, 16 misses. What do you get?
21.
As you hit the bullseye, like, we got 2 winners! And so, they look at you. The house takes 1, and you guys take 2. Hands you 2 gold.
Right.
Technically, you won no gold. With that, we're going a little bit away from the party. Oria. What did we get on our first religion roll?
You will not believe this shit. As Vic is my witness, I got a nat 20 for my first one, which brought it up to 26.
Okay. What about the second one?
A nat 20 with a 26. Literally the same fucking roll.
Wow.
You talk to God.
Being outside, hearing the freshness, a calm comes to you. Fresh air feeling your feet. Brush against the ground, putting your toes a little bit into the dirt. Feeling the leatherness of the leaves around. The thickness and hard of the trees, the stones you see, swirls around, birds fly, insects that are not made out of a thick exoskeleton. You see a deer run off into the distance. Give me a percentile. 17? As you don't feel that your commune made contact. And it might be the fireworks that are too loud. Might be the dwarves that are too loud. But as you start walking back, you feel yourself, like you pause for a second, like your foot just stopped. And you kind of pull your foot back. And right where you were going to step, you see a small little bud of what looks like to be an acorn out of the ground, budding a plant. Not how that's supposed to be, but you're seeing life where life shouldn't be held. And it brings you peace. Maybe not exactly what you wanted, maybe not the exact confirmation you wanted, but at least you feel a connection. So, do we have any more competitions that we want to have before the hangovers come?
I go back and hey, you win? You arm wrestling?
Oh yeah, let's go.
So, this is just a person versus a person. Who wants to arm wrestle?
I'm still angry, so I might as well.
Okay.
I'm like got my hand over West, well I guess it'd be more of your middle back, and I'm just like, hey, you got him! I'm like shit face, I'm like, go get him!
Who's the blue girl?
Yeah.
I'm like, who's blue?
Much circulation going up top.
You gonna wrestle the human?
I've had
Hey, she may be blue, but at least she ain't ugly.
At least I ain't short!
As you see, many dwarves just look.
No!
I mean, she has a point.
I am
So,
9 feet tall.
If we are entering a strength competition, I need both of you guys to, as you put your hands together, you have a little stick that looks like it's about to break. And you're just going to, so
just
it'll be,
pure
it's
strength
just
or
pure strength, not a
proficiency?
saving throw.
Pure
So,
strength.
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
so just
three for you, and then Wes on your strength. As you see a dwarven lass puts her hand on you. Right? 1, 2, 3. Roll strength.
I let out a big old belch.
What do we get?
2.
5. So total
What do we
5.
get?
18.
As that was a wrong second of belch. As Wes is putting up to the 2/3 mark. All right, roll again.
13.
What do we get, Wes?
20.
You lost?
Warming up.
Oh, I arm wrestle you then now. See, I'm gonna prove I'm stronger than you.
Let's see.
As Wes, you won the arm wrestling, and she's like, "Good job." And then
You want to arm wrestle, human?
Yeah, fuck it.
all right, roll me
I got
strength.
nothing to lose anymore.
Oh!
What did
5.
you- 5. Beat a 5.
17.
All right, one more time. As quickly. Oh God, this is going wrong really fast.
Human strong! Human strong! Okay.
What did you get?
18.
18. What do we get, Wes?
I got a natural 1, so 5.
As you start bringing it close. Now you're at the middle. And then you're back at position 1. What are we doing? Roll again. You start seeing the door. Get the human!
3.
3.
You gotta beat a 3.
I'm getting sad. 11.
Okay. You managed to kind of be like, this guy's pulling up a fight. He's not as drunk as the other one, but I mean, at least he's pulling up a fight. All right, roll again. Wes, you almost got him. A little bit more.
I'm going to use this one, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Big boy. Oh, that's 30-20.
30-20. What do we get, Wes?
9.
Brings it back up to the middle.
Back
All right,
again.
roll again.
I'm like, West!
Fucking natural 20.
That's 20. What do we get, Wes?
23.
Oh, 23 beat. And what's your
21.
strength modifier?
My just only +1.
I was like, I got this, and you just see his eyes lock onto you.
That's 20.
There's a little bit of red behind it.
I mean, that's a 23 versus 21. 23 is higher.
Oh,
All right,
10.
one more time.
13.
Oh, guys, is this going back and forth?
Going back and forth. As you're doing this back and forth, last roll. Let's see who wins.
Oh god.
Come on, Wes!
16.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna rage.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll me. You're raging, so you have an advantage.
Can we roll to break the table?
Wow. Oh,
12.
16.
As you start your rage,
Oh!
and immediately you get a choke right on the neck, Wes, and you get pulled down. None of that shit over here. And then that second was when the hand went down, and the crowd behind you like, ah! Like, for the dwarves! None of that fucking magic casting. And then immediately you see
I should not have
Wes,
won that.
Dis look at you, nope, and pushes you back.
Can I smack the dwarf that's on Wes? I'm like, get off of him! Get off!
As you hear the
Stop!
and
For the doors!
you get pulled up. The festivities continue. Hammer throwing, anvil racing, different sorts of wrestling, a greased pig catching competition, several drinking competitions. As by nightfall, the most intelligible conversation, other than probably Oria and Ariell, like, I'm sad and
I'm talking to Brahm.
as you're talking to it, and
He's talking back to me.
as you guys just see him talking and mentioning to this four-legged scorpion as just stands still.
And I'm talking to him, asking him questions and cracking up.
And with our celebration and our hangovers, I think for tonight we will end on a happy note, and that will be the end of class.
Wow, it's been a long time.
I won an arm wrestling contest I should have lost. Badly.
yeah. So happy. We're happy, guys.
Yeah.
And with preparations and planning to be done out of game, we will see where the next adventure leads the Elysian Vagabonds. As you guys are at least starting to notice these guys have a little bit more talent than your average dwarf. Want to have some information for you. At least two of them seem kind of fixated on at least trying to outstrength West. But we will continue this on our next game. Alright guys. See you later. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.